Welcome to SOS Media, your number one source of the latest news, opinions, and in-depth investigations that dig deeper into today's developing stories around the globe. We cannot fail to agree with the fact that in this competitive world of music, R. Kelly had climbed to the heights of a famous celebrity and his R&B melodies capturing hearts worldwide. Yet, behind all this fast-paced success, a storm was brewing and threatening to shatter his world as reigning king of R&B. R. Kelly's life took a sharp dark turn when he became entangled in a well-orchestrated conspiracy and manipulation. Blackmailed by big music industry figures with destructive intentions, he found himself engulfed in a nightmare. False accusations circulated, tarnishing his reputation with accusations of illicit relations with underage girls. As the media frenzy intensified, R. Kelly found himself trapped in a relentless cycle of scrutiny and suspicion. Despite vehemently denying the allegations, the court of public opinion fueled by the then Me Too movement seemed determined to front him as a very terrible person. In the courtroom, the truth became obscured by sensationalism and bias, and despite lacking concrete evidence, R. Kelly was wrongfully convicted after his innocence overshadowed by the weight of public outcry and media sensationalism. Locked behind prison bars made R. Kelly's world seem to crumble with each passing day as he was cut off from the glitz and glamour of his former life. He subsequently found himself stripped of everything he held dear to, including his financial security. As his resources dwindled as a result of legal expenses from these trumped-up cases, R. Kelly's worry deepened, with mounting restitution payouts, legal fees and basic necessities becoming quite beyond his easy reach. He definitely felt the weight of his predicament crushing down upon him. In a cruel twist of fate, the very individuals who had orchestrated his downfall seized upon his vulnerability once more by exploiting his plight for their own gain, launching a despicable scheme to further tarnish his name and prey upon the goodwill of his supporters. Creating fake social media platforms under R. Kelly and his lead attorney Jennifer Bonjean's names, they have continuously concocted elaborate tales of fundraising efforts purportedly aimed at alleviating R. Kelly's financial stand. Manipulating the hearts of unsuspecting fans, they have been soliciting donations under false pretenses and siphoning funds meant to aid R. Kelly's cause into their own pockets. Unaware of the deceit lurking behind their actions, R. Kelly's loyal supporters have time and again rallied to his purported aid, with their generosity unwittingly feeding the pockets of those who had orchestrated his downfall. This remains a cruel reminder of how far some people would actually in pursuit of personal gain. As if the ordeal couldn't become more disturbing, the haters sunk to even lower depths by fabricating accounts in the name of R. Kelly's lawyer Jennifer Bonjean. These fake accounts are being used to disseminate false information, and urging R. Kelly's unsuspecting supporters to continue contributing money to the scammers under the guise of aiding his defense and prison livelihood. Bonjean, who is evidently a steadfast advocate for justice, is very appalled by the exploitation of her identity, and the further manipulation of R. Kelly's supporters. Swiftly taking action, she has recently issued urgent pleas through official channels imploring all who care for R. Kelly's well-being to cease any donations to the fraudulent campaigns. Her emotional messages, echoed across social media platforms, especially the former Twitter X platform, are carrying the weight of truth amidst a sea of deceit. With every heartfelt plea, she exposes the dreadful intrigues of those seeking to profit from R. Kelly's suffering, rallying supporters to stand united against this tide of deception. Though weary from the relentless onslaught of falsehoods and daylight robbery, Bonjean refuses to waver but rather gather an all-round approach in her commitment to R. Kelly's cause. Armed with integrity and determination, she is fighting tirelessly to safeguard his interests, an indicator that she remains unwavered in her belief that justice will ultimately prevail. Together with R. Kelly's supporters, attorney Jennifer Bonjean has waged a courageous battle against the forces of deception, with our collective resolve serving as a beacon of hope amidst the darkness. And though the road ahead remains fraught with hesitation, they are determined to face the challenges head-on and united in their determination to see truth and justice triumph over lies and manipulation. We can all actually agree that, faced with the despicable impersonation of her identity, Bonjean has wasted no time in taking decisive action. She is said to have reported the fake accounts to the administrators of the social media platforms, and urged them to investigate the fraudulent activities and take appropriate measures to dismantle these deceitful schemes. With all these irregular and illegal happenings amid the appeal proceedings, These deceitful tactics of R. Kelly's adversaries only serve to strengthen Bonjean's resolve to moving the R. Kelly cause to conclusion. Having probably recognized the malicious intent behind the impersonation and fraudulent fundraising efforts, she doubled down on her efforts to expose and combat the wicked activities, orchestrated by those seeking to undermine R. Kelly's reputation and exploit his supporters. Within the chaos brought about by the enemy's deceitful tactics, Jennifer Bonjean has remained an inspiration of integrity and guidance for R. Kelly's loyal supporters. She has recognized the urgent need to redirect our efforts towards legitimate channels, and she has swiftly taken action to steer all of his supporters towards the right fundraising avenue. Through official announcements and communications on verified platforms, Jennifer Bonjean is providing clear instructions and guidance to R. Kelly's fans, directing them to the one and only one authorized fundraising avenue vetted by his legal team. Emphasizing the importance of vigilance and caution in light of the deceptive and generally malicious practices employed by adversaries, she has urged all loyal supporters to exercise discernment and ensure that their contributions reach R. Kelly's cause directly. With these actions of guidance, Bonjean has worked tirelessly to restore trust and confidence among R. Kelly's supporters by assuring them that their generosity and goodwill would not be exploited by those seeking to undermine R. Kelly's reputation and exploiting his plight for personal gain. It is therefore definitely clear that Jennifer Bonjean's steadfast leadership and guidance has served as a rallying point for R. Kelly's fans, empowering them to unite in their efforts to support him through legitimate means. Together, we have stood resolute in our commitment to justice, refusing to be swayed by the fraudulent activities of rivals as we all continue to fight for R. Kelly's innocence and freedom. As the appeal process unfolds, it has become increasingly evident that the tides of justice are finally turning in R. Kelly's favor. The meticulous presentation of evidence by Bonjean, coupled with the unraveling of the web of deceit that had ensnared R. Kelly, have painted a compelling picture of his innocence. As we continue to witness new developments occurring towards R. Kelly's appeal proceedings, we can just stay optimistic that this time this relevant truth will be put into consideration. We believe R. Kelly and his legal team have been able to outline all the injustices, misinterpretations of the law, cases of lying and witness tampering that have marred all R. Kelly's legal proceedings, and that the law, truth and justice will this time along prevail. It has been a long wait, and we can't wait any longer to see R. Kelly regain his deserved freedom. Thank you for watching today's video, brought to you by SOS Media. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our videos. Also remember to leave your comment about today's topic in the comment section below.